Now being joined by former diplomat to Bangladesh, Shamsher Chaudhry. Mr. Chaudhry, thanks so much for joining us. Now, my first question to you, we just heard the Indian Prime Minister's address in Orakandi. He was welcomed with great excitement by the Matua community. Tell us more about the support that the Indian Prime Minister enjoys there.
Well, I think, first of all, it is important to note that this is the first time any Indian Prime Minister, in fact, any foreign leader has visited this temple in Orakandi, which coincidentally is located in the same district as the birth of Bangabandhu, which is Gopalganj. So that's a happy coincidence. And I think his message was very clear that, the Matuas are doing well here, and then he has conveyed a message that Bangladesh and India are both committed to non-communalism and a more inclusive society as a whole. And he praised the Matua community in Orakandi at the temple speech by saying that at the height of the corona pandemic, they resorted to use of technology and all that. So they wanted to be integrated into the society. And as your media has been saying repeatedly, particularly in West Bengal, that I think his appearance here and his speech and the reception he got, a very warm reception he got, would not be lost on the voters in West Bengal, which has started its own staggered elections today.
Right.
But that is for, as a Bangladeshi, that is for not for me to comment on. I mean, that is the internal affair of India. But the fact remains that this is something significant, that the Indian Prime Minister has made this journey to this temple, and then one he made slightly earlier in Shatkhira. In between, he went to the mausoleum of Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. A very warm reception. He laid floral wreath in the presence of the Prime Minister and her younger sister, Sheikh Rehana, the two surviving children of Bangabandhu. So that was a very emotional moment.
Right.
Clearly a very emotional moment and symbolically very, very significant.
Now, Mr. Chaudhry, tell us a bit more about the significance of this visit, the Indian Prime Minister's first foreign tour during the pandemic. So how will the India-Bangladesh relationship evolve in a post-pandemic world?
Well, I think the India-Bangladesh relations, I must say, that has never stopped moving forward even in the pandemic period. There might not have been face-to-face interactions much like it was pre-pandemic, but through the virtual media, our two prime ministers have talked. In fact, when the pandemic first began to spread, there was a virtual meeting of South Asian or the SAARC heads of government and states, all were represented, where our prime minister called for the urgency of setting up a regional medical research center under SAARC, which is, I think, very, very critical, because health issue or the health security is a new issue that has been thrown into the equation of global relationship. And India has taken a major forward march, major forward step, I would say. You gifted us 2 million doses as a first step. We sourced another 5 million from India. And this time, Prime Minister Modi carried another 1.2 million doses as a gift for Bangladesh. So this is not only just a generous thing, it's also showing that, this is a shared concern, this is a shared challenge.
Right.
And India today has emerged as perhaps the largest manufacturer of the COVID vaccine. And so this, I think I would like to link this with our Prime Minister's call for a regional center. If I were in a position to decide or suggest, I would say that such a center should be set up in India, because India has the wherewithal, the technological knowledge, the advancement, the manpower, and we all SAARC countries should move closer in setting up and facing this new threat, the health security threat that we're all facing in different degrees. India itself is now in the midst of a resurgence of this disease, as are we.
Right. All right, Mr. Chaudhry, thank you so much for joining us on WION, and thank you for all your insights.
My pleasure.